Child with autism signs being installed throughout City of Buffalo. The signs are intended to warn drivers to be alert for children with autism who live in the area and may have difficulty recognizing the danger of oncoming traffic. I'm Steven from Tostemac, and today's autism news takes us to Buffalo, New York, where a new service is being put into place, putting child with autism signs throughout certain areas to warn drivers to be more careful. We'll read the full article together, and I'll leave a link to the article in the description down below so you could check it out anytime. The City of Buffalo has started the process of installing child with autism signs along roadways and in several neighborhoods in the Queen City. The child with autism signs are being installed to warn drivers to be alert for children with autism who live in the area and may have difficulty recognizing the danger of oncoming traffic. From my earliest days in office, I have made traffic safety in neighborhoods citywide a priority, Brown said. As we continue to build an autism-friendly community where no one is left out and no one is left behind, these new signs will give parents and guardians some peace of mind, knowing that drivers will be made aware of special children and take precautions when they are in an area used by people with autism. According to Buffalo Mayor Byron Brown's office, and if I mispronounce the name, I apologize, the signs are similar to blind child or deaf child signs, which alert drivers to someone in the area who has a disability and may not be aware of traffic dangers. The first two signs in the City of Buffalo have been installed on Winslow Avenue and South Division Street. Children with autism are often unpredictable, jetting out into the street at any given time. Our hope is that when motorists are made aware that a neighborhood has autistic children, they will slow down and take extra precautions, Brown said. Based on recent state regulations, the child with autism signs can be installed in an area when a child with autism is under the age of 18. A child must live in a house on a residential street where the speed limit is 35 miles per hour or less, and the daily traffic volume is less than 2,000 vehicles on average. In addition, a parent or guardian must provide a note from a medical professional saying the sign is for the safety of a medical condition. Any parent or guardian of a diagnosed child with autism can fill out an application for a sign by calling 311 or by going to www.buffalony.gov. So, there's the full article. What are my thoughts about it? It's a good start. That's pretty much all it is right now, a start. I can see it growing to more things in the future, but I like the idea behind it because, unfortunately, one of the common traits about autism is that we are sometimes oblivious to the potential dangers around us. Note, I said sometimes, not all the time. But this is a good precaution to take. It's because, like the article says, if motorists see that sign, they could be aware that, hey, an autistic child is here, be more mindful while driving. So I can see where it can give parents or guardians a sense of mind that their child can walk around the neighborhood knowing that they can be safe. However, with this being said, there are three potential challenges that I could see for this project going forward. And for those who have seen my previous autism news, you may notice that I do this a lot when it comes to new autism projects. That's because when you plan a big project for any community, it doesn't have to be just the autistic community. If you're planning something big for any community, you need to go into this with both eyes open. That means looking at the ups, and it also means looking at the potential downs. It's the only way that projects like these are going to improve over time. Now, in regards to the three challenges, the first one is unfortunately something that I don't think all 50 states in the United States are going to be able to address, and that is finance and cost. I can't imagine that this service would come for free. That money's got to come from somewhere, because someone has to go to that place and install the sign and have the materials needed to install said sign. So that money's got to come from somewhere. But that would imply two things. One is that the state in question has enough autism awareness to run such a program, which unfortunately not all states do. And the second thing is that they have the money, or the state rather, has the money set aside to do such a service. And much like all public schools are not funded equally, because I used to be a school photographer, I know that. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure not all 50 states are funded equally, so they have to handle their finances on a state-by-state basis and see whether or not they could actually do something like this. Now, that's the first challenge. The second challenge is that at the end of the day, it's just that, a sign. Signs can be ignored, much like when someone ignores a stop sign or someone ignores a traffic light. These signs could be ignored, and there's still that potential risk of a car accident or, God forbid, a car hitting someone. So that's why I keep saying it's a nice start, because there needs to be more than just a sign saying, hey, there's a child with autism in this neighborhood or location. Now, the third one I see is a little bit far-fetched, but hear me out on this one. The third challenge I see, and my personal worry, is that if an autistic child is bullied at school, and those bullies tend to go around different neighborhoods, my worry is that if the bullies see a child with autism sign, what they could potentially try to do is look around in the neighborhood and see where the autistic child is living. That could create a potential nightmare for that child and the family. Now, with these three challenges, there are possible solutions for them. I'm sure there's a solution for the finance problem, but that's way above my head, so I wouldn't be able to know the answer to that. But the other two challenges I see, in terms of like it's just a sign and potential bullying, tracking autistic children, those two challenges can easily be solved by having a police officer to watch over a certain designated area, much like how a sheriff watches over their town back in the Old West. Basically, having a police officer or two there in that area enforcing the child with autism sign amongst other rules will not only create a sense of safety and security in that area, but it can also potentially build a better relationship between the police force and the autistic community, which is something that's really needed right now. In fact, last month I covered a news article where a police department was putting in a program where they were having police officers trained on how to handle situations with autistic individuals. And I feel like, and you can click the info card right here to learn more about that, I feel like that program and this service of the child with autism sign can go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly. There's so much potential in both of these, and I can see them expanding to different states in the US in the future. But how soon can that be? How successful will this sign be for Buffalo, New York? We'll have to wait and see. But what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? What are some ups and downs that you see about this potential program? Because any and all feedback would most likely be great for the people running this program. So let us know in the comments section below if you have any thoughts or concerns about the child with autism sign. On that note, it's time to end the video. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you enjoy what you see, consider subscribing to Tostemac to stay up to date on our latest videos. Also, next Saturday there will not be a new video because on November 24th, a few days from now, there will be a big birthday live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tostemac, and that's gonna go from 12 p.m. noon all the way to 12 a.m. midnight. It's probably the biggest stream that me and Thomas have ever done, and we hope you can join in on the fun. So thank you very much for watching, and until the next video, see you later.